All right, this is a very special episode of The Hub on Hollywood. This week, we talk to the cast members of the Disney cult classic Hocus Pocus. Omri Katz, Vinessa Shaw, Jason Marsden, as well as Thora Birch. They are all coming to Salem in October 20th and 21st for a fantastic, amazing event, amazing reunion around the 30th anniversary of the cult classic. Jamie, it was amazing that they took the time to talk to us. Yeah, it was a dream, a childhood dream come true.
Huge honor. And the perfect time of the year and the perfect place. 30 years. I can't believe that it's been 30 years since the first Hocus Pocus came out. But a really amazing celebration and opportunity for a lot of people. And we're going to tell you all the details about how you can party with the original cast of Hocus Pocus and maybe with us as well. But yeah, James, maybe we should just hop right in. And a tip of the witch's hat to you.
There we go. Let's hop right into it. Our interview with Omri Katz, Vinessa Shaw, and Jason Marsden. Joining us on the Hub on Hollywood is a group of very talented actors who many of us are very familiar with. They will be in Salem, the Halloween capital of the world, on October 20th and 21st. It is my pleasure to introduce the original cast members of Hocus Pocus, Omri Katz, Vinessa Shaw, and Jason Marsden. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yay! Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
True pleasure to have you folks on the podcast. I feel like I talked to Jamie last week, and I was saying that a certain movie, and we'll address the elephant in the room right now. The actor strike is going on, so we can't really go into specific details of Hocus Pocus, but it is a movie that has been on repeat, every year since I was a child. So true pleasure to have you guys on, and true pleasure to have you folks visiting Massachusetts in just a couple weeks. By a show of hands, who has... You've all been to Salem, right? Is it only Jason who hasn't been to our neck of the woods?
Yes, I've been to Salem. I'm not on an official capacity like Omri Vinessa, but I did go to Salem a few years ago. Yeah, and I'm an East Coast person anyway. I'm from Rhode Island originally, so it all felt very familiar.
Awesome.
I was in Salem last year. I did an event with Joe and his crew. And so that was the first time in 30 years. 30 years actually, since we filmed that movie we shall not name a year prior.
Nobody knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it could possibly be.
Yeah, and this will be...
Trouble us.
The trouble us. And Vinessa?
Yeah, this will be my my first time visiting Salem since the shooting of the movie we can't name. And I'm so excited because basically Thor and I always talk about the olfactory connection to the movie we cannot name, because when we were shooting it, they brought in all the trees from Salem, or like really indigenous trees, for us to shoot with, having already left Salem for the first few weeks of shooting. So it's literally ingrained in my body. So I can't wait to smell it in person again in 30 years.
So how does that feel? So in Salem, right, Halloween is the essence of Salem, Massachusetts. That's its time to shine. You can barely get close to there this time of the year. So, and you guys are a part of this cult classic. So many people know who you are, but in Salem,
we are not part of a cult.
It's sort of more. You're not. No, I'm sorry.
You basically are.
Yes.
It's a personality.
Mm-hmm. So what's it feel like being, back in Salem all together, right? I imagine you guys are going to be having a blast.
I cannot wait. I am so excited, not just to be back in Salem, but to hang out with these fine folks once again, under our terms, under our circumstances. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. Same. Can't wait. I echo what Omri said, and also, a New England guy, spent too much time in Los Angeles, now in Nashville, but you can't beat the fall colors of Salem, Massachusetts, and the vibe. And if you love Halloween, like I love Halloween, like nothing is more synonymous than being in Salem. So we're very much looking forward to being amongst you guys and feeling it from your perspective, and getting to celebrate with these guys as well.
Now we'll go into the event in just a second, but have you been warned about how popular Salem has become over the past 30 years? Because it is not how it currently is. It is not how it was 30 years ago.
We were forewarned, yes, but I think Omri got a taste of it. It's basically, I want to defer to him.
Yeah, it was pretty nutty. I didn't really anticipate what was being told to me in terms of the amount of people. I guess I had forgotten. Well, I guess I just had forgotten how small of a town it really is, and to cram that many heads over weekends like that just looked like a fire hazard to me.
Didn't you say though that you couldn't, like, you've never been recognized so much in your entire life?
Yeah, in my entire life, I was recognized more on that weekend than my entire life. Well, at least since that movie we shall not name. It was pretty
That's
crazy.
Where the cult is.
But
that's where the cult
everybody
is.
Everybody was so respectful and so kind. Nobody was like, approaching me necessarily. They would just yell from like across the street or whatever, like, "Hey, Max!" I'm like, "Hey, how you guys doing?"
No, it's funny, and again, we're all dancing around the name of it. But the funny thing is, this new survey came out talking about the state's most popular kids' Halloween movies in 2023, and I won't mention it because we can just guess of which movie is Massachusetts' most favorite popular kids' Halloween movie for Massachusetts.
Salem's Lot.
Yeah,
Salem's Lot.
The Sandlot? Is that what you said?
Salem's Lot, but it could be the Sandlot.
It could be.
Movie too.
It could be. They're all good movies, but no. So yeah, it's going to be insane. So just mentally prepare yourself for a sea of people who are going to be not only there for the Halloween festivities, but for It's Just a Bunch of Halloween on October 20th and 21st. We mentioned it before. You talked to Joe Omri, Joe Manganaro.
I love saying it. It's such a Italian East Coast name, Manganaro.
Yeah,
you got to over-enunciate it when you talk. What's up, Joe Manganaro? How's your mom? She good?
Hey.
Say hello to your mother. Yeah.
I sent Joe the other day a meme, and it was like a picture of some like a pair of like khaki pants, and it said khakis, and then it said in Boston it showed a set of car keys. And and I was like, that's perfect. Said that to Joe, and he's like, yeah, pretty much. Hey, you see my khakis?
Yeah, the accents are going to be insane because not only obviously the local accent is really thick and can be very thick, but we're going to have a lot of people from out of state. So we're going to get Southern accents. We're going to get some New York accents. We're going to get some California accents. So it's going to be a huge party. But yeah, so Joe and Brian Sims with Salem's Black Hat Society. This was like this weird serendipitous moment where they were both talking to, or each of them were talking to you, Omri, and you, Jason, about reuniting the group, the cast, and then teaming up together to make this happen. Jason, how did that come about? When did the first steps start getting laid for this event?
Well, months and months and months ago, after Omri went to Salem, like last year. Sorry, I've been fever. I'm just getting over it. Words difficult.
Yeah.
And he said he did a modest appearance at a local comic shop, and it was insane. And not only that, but he loved it. He loved being in Salem, loved the vibe, loved the people he hung out with. I remember when I was hanging out in Salem, it was such a good time. And I kept checking my calendar in October, and we had nothing booked. I'm like, how do we have nothing booked in October? I'm like, maybe we could do something ourselves. So we chatted about it. We, Omri was talking with Joe. I talked with Brian Sims, aka Bora.
Yeah.
Bora, yes. And
that's a good Bora.
Oh, thanks. I'm auditioning to be her apprentice.
Stunt double.
Stunt, yes. Not this age. No, these readers that I got. Nope. I got to jump over this flame. No. Okay. So we got them to talk, and with their enthusiasm and their interest, and hooking us up with so many great local artists and people. John Andrews of Creative Collective has been very valuable with this process, finding us a place where we could throw a party, finding us a place where we could meet everybody that'd be safe and cohesive and fun, and that leads us to the talk with you guys.
Yeah, Omri, how did that come about?
Well, I can add exactly. Like, Joe hit me up last year randomly on Instagram, and I don't always reply to people, but like for some reason,
can confirm.
Huh?
Can confirm. I'm just being an ass. I'm sorry. Should I just? I'll mute myself.
I don't want to respond to anything Jason says during this interview anymore.
We'll put a divide between you two.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll be drinking. I'm quiet. I'm being quiet.
Jason who?
Yeah, separate their pictures.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
So Joe hit me up, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go to Salem. Let's check it out. Why not? I had nothing going on. Then I had a great time. Spoke to these beautiful people that are amongst us here on this interview about it, and they were like, "Yeah, that would be an amazing idea." And then Brian, he did an event with us back in March out in Florida, and he was like, "We got to do something in Salem. We got to do something in Salem." We were like, "Yeah, we do. Time went on. We just, we were just talking about it a little bit, and then Jason kind of like jumped the gun. He's like, "Dude, let's do this. Like, I'm all in." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm all in." Vinessa was like, "I'm all in." We got Thora to hopefully be all in, and we are here now. So yeah. I'm excited. I'm stoked.
Thora is all in. Her schedule is different than that, so she can't do the promos like we can. But Thora is very excited to be there. She will be there at both days.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is she the wild card? It seemed like it.
I'm just going to stuff her in my suitcase and make sure she gets there outside.
We had the two connections of Joe and Brian, and then we just built out from there. And it's been so wonderful because everyone, the locals who are really integral to Salem, basically opened their doors to us. And we just cannot thank them enough. Like, we feel so grateful that we're open, the doors are open to your town, and that we're, pretty much getting free reign, being welcomed as if it's our own hometown, and I just feel so grateful. We have these Zoom calls with everyone. We're really producing this all on our own. So this is just really great to have all of our heads together, and we could not have done it without them because of, obviously, we didn't want to come in just saying we want to do this event and, basically have no idea what we're doing. So, we are so happy to utilize everyone and their strengths and learn from them, really. And that's why we're here and doing this now. So it's great.
There are some people who are literally opening their doors for us as a private bathroom if we need it. If we need a break on Salem Common.
You don't know how important that is.
Just someone walking distance, like, we'll let them use our bathroom, but it's just for us. I never felt so.
That is a really big deal. You don't understand because, they have porta potties and everything, but there's always a line. Again, it's going to be a madhouse outside wherever you go in Salem. So that is really cool. That's like having a key to the city when you have that kind of access.
Looking forward to it.
We do.
Yeah, I guess so.
We also just want to make sure, we don't get mobbed, and people opening up their doors and being so hospitable is extremely gracious and great. So we don't have to hopefully deal with anything too insane.
Yeah, I'm 5'1" and I'm highly abductable. I don't want them to have to look for me or wonder where my whereabouts. So we have people who is in charge of that.
We'll put a leash on all of you.
What was that?
We'll put a leash on all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, or at least like some sort of.
An air tracker, one of those Apple air tags.
Yeah.
We'll find you.
Go,
Yeah.
man.
There we go.
So on Friday, October 20th, that is the party at Bit Bar. And this isn't just like, people can walk in and walk by and say wave or whatever. Like, they're going to be kind of like partying with you. Is that a fair description?
Come on down. We are so ready for this.
Yes. It's not going to be like there's a balcony and we appear, we wave to everyone and go back inside. We're going to be there at Bit Bar. First thing that you do, if you want to come, for those who are listening, is you get a ticket, you come on in, and the first thing you do is you get a photo op with us from a local business, Witch Picks. It's going to set up a really nice pro photo for you. We're all going to be dressed up. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to look fly.
All right.
And they get a photo with us. They get game tokens. There's like Bit Bar food and soft drinks. And a cash bar. There will be a DJ playing ambient music. When we're done with the pictures, hopefully we'll get done with everybody. We'll come out, say everybody again. We have a FemC, Miss Diamond Wigfall, one of your most famous, popular local drag performers, who will be our FemC. We'll be walking around. We can talk about whatever you want. There'll be performances, drag performances, burlesque performances,
And be a raffle.
And that's right, a raffle, yeah.
With
every ticket.
$200
Go ahead.
Basically $200 worth of a raffle that we're raffling off some items for NAGLY, the local LGBTQ foundation we found in Salem, and we want to obviously through this raffle donate to them. So we are raffling off some pretty hot ticket items. You may want to come and see that as well.
Yeah,
So
we're not going to mention what.
We can't. We can't tell what it is.
Yeah, you can. I just
If
think
you
the
want.
element of surprise is kind of cool too. So
Yeah.
No, this is a
It
good
is
tease.
surprise. Okay.
Yeah, we have to tell people, buy your tickets now so you can find out.
Yeah, find out.
Give him a hint, Jake. Give him a
Yeah,
hint.
because your party ticket is your raffle ticket, so you automatically get entered to this raffle if you come in, and the prizes could be on the level of Loungefly items or Lego. I don't know if anyone's heard of Lego. It's this new concept, but yeah, something like that.
That's like a knitting kit, right? Lego, they make knitting kits.
It's
That
as
is right.
frustrating as knitting.
Ah!
Yeah. My 8-year-old,
It's frustrating.
my whole house is all Legos, honestly.
Yeah, I know, my son as well. It's
It's
crazy.
crazy. I got
Those things are fun.
downstairs and pick them all up. So,
It's
so where
like,
do people get the tickets? How do people get to this event?
Tell them, Omri.
Oh, what's the big deal? It's just a bunch of Halloween.
.com.
.com. There you go.
Yes.
Our website. Go to our website for all the information, tickets, anything you need to know. You can even ask questions, and they will be answered accordingly. And it's just a buncha Halloween.com.
Yeah, not
All right, and how do you do
of.
it in a Boston accent?
Buncha.
Oh, so
Yeah.
if you come over here and you go over, to our website, it's called It's Just A Buncha Halloween.com.
There you go.
There you go. That's
You have to finish it.
Accent.
You have to finish it by saying "dude" at the end.
Lord.
Hey, listen here, dude. Let me tell you something. So since I haven't been in the showbiz, I haven't been in showbiz for a while. My accents have kind of aren't. I
It's
need to
okay,
brush
we'll
up
forgive
on
you.
My accents.
We'll
What's
forgive
that?
you.
Forgive me.
Though you haven't been in the business for a while, you are still very much a character.
My Australian accent. I don't know how much that helps with my for information regarding Boston.
Oh, that's good.
Not bad, eh?
I
You
thought
guys are
I
gonna
did a
hear plenty
great
of
Australian
accents.
accent
So-
until I did one for a friend of mine who was Australian, and he's like, "Oh, it's a little too British." I thought
British, huh?
slammed by a
My favorite is
Authentic Aussie.
my favorite's the Kiwi accent. I love the way they say no. It's noi.
Yes.
No.
There's several syllables.
I'm like, what?
This would be a good demo reel for just all of our accent talents out there. We could just put them out there. So we talked about really quick the Friday, October 20th party at Bit Bar, but also 21st at Salem Common. They're going to be also doing autographs and photos there. That's going to be the most hectic place, I think, just because it's on the center of Salem pretty much, where all the witchcraft and hoopla happens. So no, I understand you guys have a tent. There will be a line. Again, I think tickets for that also, right? Or no?
Yes. If you would like our autograph, there is just to make it easy, you go to the website and you can select if you'd like an autograph or a selfie with the four of us. It's also, there is no charge if you just want to come in and say hello. Like, people are asking, like, I have to pay just to say hello. Like, no, you don't have to pay to come say hello to us. We would love to say hello to everybody. Just know that you're gonna have to wait in line like everybody else, and our time will be precious. But we are going to be there from noon to 7 p.m. And look for the big giant white tent and the orange shirted. It's a bunch of Halloween peoples. Our team members.
Can you sign this for me? Right here. Well,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yes.
Or you can
There we go.
Hold on, we gotta scan your QR code just to make sure.
So are you jumping on it? See, that's why we have a team, because I'd be like, yeah, whatever, absolutely.
I thought you were referring to the exchange of a number because the scene was shot in that area.
That's right, Salem Common, of a certain movie.
And Omri's character from a certain movie.
Yes.
Yeah. And they actually, might as well talk about it. But I guess they deleted the number from that certain movie.
Yes.
Based
It was
on
censored.
people getting crank called. Yeah, getting crank called too much.
That's the funniest.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
hilarious.
now the number doesn't exist.
Well, that was during, I guess, a certain time when I think the 2000s, early 2000s. Now it's back, apparently.
Oh,
Okay.
well, there you go. The more you know.
Yeah. Kind of like an 8675309.
Wasn't it a
I think it's
555 number?
The 555 number.
I thought
yeah.
I thought that's why they use 555, because
Yeah, but there's so many people in the world now that you need 555.
oh.
So now some poor soul is like, stop. Not from that movie.
And so because we have been clearly dancing around certain topics, it is because, as we mentioned before, the ongoing actors strike, SAG-AFTRA, the writer strike, Writers Guild of America, they were able to reach a deal recently. Actors are still holding strong, trying to reach and find and get an equitable deal that ensures everybody isn't screwed out of their hard work and talent. Do you have any thoughts on the ongoing matter? How has it affected you folks? Jason, do you want to start?
I'm for it. The industry has grown exponentially. There's so much technology out there. There's no moguls anymore. They're just the studio heads, and there's not a lot of creativity, and they devalue all the creatives, the writers, the actors, and now especially more than ever, it's important to fight, and that's why it's been going on for over 5 months. And I hope it, and I'm prepared for it to go another 5 if necessary. Hope it doesn't come to that. I'm sure. I know there's talks happening.
Right.
But I'm sure Vinessa has something to say about this.
Yes, I mean, I actually am a living example of a person who's been affected by this. I been working consistently for 35 years in this business. I haven't had to get another job. I'm just consider myself lucky, like the slot machine player. And last year, because of streaming, I lost my health insurance. I'm back on track, but it's still something that obviously is like hit everyone hard. And again, I'm honored to be one of the 2% of actors in the Screen Actors Guild that actually work. The 1% are the movie stars. So like, I'm a middle class actor, and I, for all this time have gotten my insurance, and I'm back on track now. But the thing is like, no one should live that way, where it's just based on arbitrary monies that, huge corporations are making, and we're not getting our fair share. So I'm really, really proud of Screen Actors Guild, as well as the WGA, and all the artists that have been supporting, even like Yahtzee and all of them, because, what we did is actually changing the face of society right now. Like, we're kicking off all these, labor strikes across America because of what we stood up for. And yes, the AI thing is a big concern, but first and foremost is just basic equal pay we want. So that's what we're going for. And of course, everything else is needs to follow suit as well. So I think it's going to take a little while. We really have to dig into all the points. That's why I think it's going to take longer for the actors. But I'm just so proud to be a guild member, more than I ever have, because of us inspiring other labor unions to speak up as well.
Yeah, the residuals. Like, people used to be able to live off of residuals.
Yeah.
You make a movie and you get paid for that. Now there are limits on it. You get paid less. There's the artificial intelligence that's replacing background actors like
Omri's
myself,
showing
right?
A $6.54.
That's
livable wages. Livable wages.
Like,
well, things are there's.
That's like not even McDonald's. Like,
I can't even afford a Happy Meal. An unhappy meal, maybe.
You can't afford a Happy Meal.
It's unreal, and people don't realize. They're like, "Oh yeah, you were in a movie, you get paid forever," but they don't realize that that's been eroded so much, and that's incredible. $6.
Especially for streaming. With streaming, I have shows I've worked on. There's one show in particular I know has been exclusively on Netflix for 5 or 6 years, and I haven't seen a cent of that. Streaming is such a different beast, and it's hard to get the facts and anyone to back you up and fight on your behalf. So this is where the fight is happening, and this is where these are the points that need to be addressed.
Capitalism at its finest.
Yes.
Yeah, we just Netflix was filming in Massachusetts on Nantucket Island off the Cape, and we had SAG-AFTRA members who actually picketed the shoot because they were going to be shooting B-roll. And Jamie interviewed one of the SAG-AFTRA members who helped organize that picket. But you see, like, companies like studios like Netflix trying to get past. Say, oh, we're only getting B-roll, but when in fact, you're still taking jobs from background actors who would normally take those spots, who would normally be
vision drivers.
Exactly. So,
thanks, Jamie. Thanks for fighting for us.
Thanks, Jamie.
I did want to say one of the benefits of being on strike right now is that the SAG Interm Agreements are still going. The SAG Interm Agreement films are still going, and so. I was honored to be able to work on one that actually was a passion project called The Wilderness. And that just in and of itself, because it's lower budget, they've agreed to all the terms, those movies are the ones that are being pushed to, the forefront. And obviously the bigger conglomerates are falling behind and losing billions of dollars, but we could continue on without them. Maybe we'll all do like a Taylor Swift and just sell them straight to the theaters. Like, it's just all this nonsense of like, again, disrespecting, devaluing the artists, is has to stop. And so that's what everyone's fighting for. But again, these, interim agreement films are the examples of still honoring art and telling us and storytelling, but doing it according to normal human terms.
Right, livable, right?
Livable, humanistic terms, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, before we let you guys go, I have one last question for you. So this is also, this event that you guys are going to be a part of, it's part of a big anniversary. I want to know how you guys feel about this anniversary.
Old.
It's been how many years?
Old. 30. Yeah.
See this?
Ah!
You speak up. Wait, what's the question?
Who am I talking with?
No, but because of such a, that time frame, again, you have fans who are, our age, and then you have fans who are so much younger who are just learning about some of these, these projects and stuff. And so it must be amazing to, go to different places and see that wide range of fans who appreciate your work. And so that there's a silver lining other than, the old feeling. I think that the silver lining is that, that it's a great impact across different generations.
That's a great point, James. I mean, we basically are like in awe of the multi-generational fandom that's going on. It's so cool. Like grandmas are like, with their grandchildren, and one woman the other day was like, I miss my grandma. She brought me to this movie. She's like maybe a few years younger than me. She's like, she brought me to this movie, and I will forever think of her every year because of it. It's like that kind of real deep connection because of, the beauty and like, fun, magic, scary Halloween. It's just hit all the right spots. And I just think that that's what people connect with. And now it's synonymous with trick-or-treating, I feel like. Like, people eat their candy and watch the movie and,
Or have themed parties.
No, shh.
What kind of party?
Oh, man.
What kind of
There was a
party?
bleep there. No, but it is the most...
You could totally just bleep them out.
Yeah, we'll bleep them all out. No, but it is the most popular kids' Halloween movie in Massachusetts. So you're going to hang that on your mantle.
Yeah.
I just shared it with my I just shared it with my 8-year-old son too. So it's a beautiful thing.
Oh,
when we all come together, like Vinessa, Jason, and I think we always are like baffled and shocked at its popularity 30 years later. That we're just like, it's just insane to watch it keep growing and growing. Like, I kind of just, moved on with my life and just, continued to do my own thing. And like, I just would have never imagined that I would be like hanging out with these peeps in Salem in less than 2 weeks, raging it up, meeting a bunch of cool people, signing autographs, just doing all the stuff based off of something we did 30 years ago. It just, it's just,
true.
It's baffling. It's really baffling, and it's amazing, and it's beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah, if you could have told our 16-year-old selves that we'd be, because it bombed. And so now, like, we're having friendships rekindled and seeing again these families, and then we're going to do our own party in Salem with you all. So we're pumped.
Excellent. Well, Omri, Vinessa, Jason, thank you so much for joining us on the Hub on Hollywood. We cannot wait to see you again on October 20th and the 21st for It's Just a Buncha Halloween. If you have not bought your tickets yet, buy them right now. It's justabunchahalloween.com. Be sure when you guys do come to Salem, dress warm, because it does not feel like Southern California right now.
No flip-flops and board shorts?
The locals will be wearing board shorts and flip-flops, but for you out-of-townies, you guys have to dress a little warmer.
I'm gonna bring my bearskin rug and just wrap myself in it.
You'll fit right in.
I'll fit right in.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to be on here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, James.
Thank you, James and Jamie. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, both of you. Appreciate you. And happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Jamie, if you would have told me 25 years ago that I would be one day interviewing the cast of Hocus Pocus, I would say, who the heck are you? I don't know you. Where are my parents? And then two, I would be saying, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. But childhood dream come true, talking to them. Omri, Vinessa, Jason,
And sending
so
them
awesome.
my love too, and apologies. I was at the very end. My camera kind of crapped out, but it was just phenomenal. And you're right. I don't think that we ever sort of expected to just kind of be hanging out and chilling with these wonderful people on air, but we can in person go meet them, and so can you in this incredible celebration that they're having for the 30th anniversary. And it's just really, really cool, really fun, and I just love that they're so down to earth. Just wonderful, cool cats.
Yeah, so if you want to hang out with those cool cats, links will be in the bio. They will be here in Salem, in Massachusetts, October 20th and 21st. And once you're checking that information out in the bio, you can also check out our social media information. You can follow us already if you are not at Hub on Hollywood on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, wherever you go for your socials. We're there too. But Jamie, this was an amazing episode of the Hub on Hollywood.
That's right.
Let us know if, one, you plan to go check out the Hocus Pocus cast in Salem, and what are you dressing up as? I feel underdressed. You dressed for the interview. You dressed right now. I don't know what I'm going to be. Do you know what you're going to be yet for Halloween?
Yes, I'm going to be the pink jumpsuit Barbie. So when
Nice.
they're all in the pink jumpsuits at the end and they save the Constitution or whatever. So that'll be me with really cute like 90s hair, pink hair thingies and all that. So I'm excited about that.
Which Ken will your husband be?
He will be sarcastic
Jogging
Ken.
Sarcastic jogging Ken.
Marathon runner / sarcasm Ken. Yeah.
Excellent. I don't know what I'm going to be. I still need to brainstorm. Please comment down below.
You're running out of time. Yeah.
Whoever comments with the most creative Halloween idea, I'll do it. But it has to be a good one. It has to be a good one, and has to have a couple of likes or not.
How about?
But yeah, thank you so much.
How about Oppen Rojas?
Oppen Rojas. Just wear a suit and have like a trigger, like a hand trigger, a grenade or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sure.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Well, let us know down below. Shoot us some photos if you have any Halloween costumes. But, great episode for the Hub on Hollywood. I'm James.
I'm Jamie. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Maybe in Salem.
That's right. Let's go.